Russell Wilson.
Yes, Russell Wilson. Bears, Cowboys, Saints. What was the last
Raiders.
one? Raiders.
I would say if it's me, and obviously I'm not an NFL quarterback, but I would go to the Saints. You have the best coach of all those teams is going to be Sean Payton. Defense, yes. Defense is huge.
What if Marshawn Lattimore leaves, though?
Yeah, but what if Allen Robinson leaves the Bears? And then who you're throwing to?
They're going to franchise tag him.
I don't know, dude. They're saying he might even possibly go back to Jacksonville.
Dude, I'm not sure about that, man. What's their cap looking like? I don't think they have a lot of room.
The Bears? They don't
Yeah.
have much, I don't think. But I was reading that he's one of the top people that they believe is going to be franchise tagged this year. Because, dude, he had, what was it? It was like 64 or crazy amount of his catches were passes
In the
that
later
were
half of the
deemed
season.
uncatchable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were horrible passes. That man is an absolute
Dude,
beast.
that's good. Look at the quarterbacks.
Well,
that we're throwing
I
to
know.
him.
But, dude, seriously, is Russell Wilson not kind of like the same skill set as Mitch Trubisky, but at a Hall of Fame level? They do kind of the same thing. They move around in the pocket a lot.
I don't think Mitch is
all
as
the short game.
agile as...
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's the
Russell
same
Wilson
skill set, but Russell
is-
Wilson's a way better version of him.
No,
He would fit the system
okay.
really well.
Mitch Trubisky can throw the ball far down the field, but not accurately.
No.
Russell can throw it accurately and far, and he can move.
Yeah,
he would
exactly.
be a great fit for any team. But what I'm saying is,
But with Matt Nagy in that system, I think he would fit perfectly.
They have the option to bring Mitch Trubisky back this year, so they have to determine soon whether or not they're going to bring him back.
They're not. They're not.
I mean, yeah, I don't think so either, but with the interest in
If they get
Russell
someone
Wilson,
else, they're not. If they
Yeah.
can't get anybody,
they're
probably
not going
will.
to stick with Foles. They won't.
No.
I don't know, man. This whole
Big Dick
thing,
Nick.
but no, dude. If you're Deshaun Watson, if you're Russell Wilson, I think the Saints it's where you want to be.
You know what I could see?
I agree with that.
I could see Russell Wilson in a 49ers uniform.
I don't think they're going to move
Oh,
on from
dude,
Jimmy
they
G,
can't
though.
do
I
that.
don't. Not interdivision.
That would be so weird.
They can't do it interdivision. Why would you trade someone to someone you play twice a year?
That's what
That's
I'm saying,
true.
dude.
Yeah.
You don't want to see the guy that you gave up twice a year. No matter
That's true. That's
you
true.
don't
No
want to
way.
be that guy.
because he's gonna put up like
Honestly, I don't.
6 touchdowns.
I
on
don't
you
think Russell
every
Wilson's
game.
leaving anyways. To be honest, I don't think
They
he's
have to change the culture of that team.
They
gotta
need an
get,
offensive line.
Yeah.
They just
Bottom
need an
line
offensive
is
line.
they need a better O
Pete
line.
Carroll's old.
I don't think the
he's
issue
old,
is
but
Pete
he's-
Carroll.
he-
I
dude,
think
he
it's the
takes-
front
No,
office.
he's in great shape and all that, but he's still like in his 70s now, isn't he?
Yes, yeah. I think he's like
he's late
close. I
60s.
think he's 68.
Yeah, I think he's.
I think he's older than that. He looks younger than what he is.
I just think they need to do some things in the front office. I mean, obviously he's been visibly and like verbally displeased with the organization, starting with the O line.
Pete Carroll's 69.
Wow. Okay.
Good age,
There it
good
is, folks. I don't know what the Seahawks are going to plan to do to make sure that they can keep him.
The Seahawks are going down.
But
There's no way whatever
they've
happens.
been going down.
Right.
I mean, they've been a playoff contender. Like every year, people are like,
But
"Oh,
it's because of
I
Russell Wilson. It's not
Exactly.
because of anything else.
Their
And
defense
they
is
always
decent.
find a way to make the defense work, but that's because of Pete Carroll.
Well, and they went out of their way to get Jamal Adams, and it's just like,
He's been great, but he was also injured a good portion of the year.
yeah,
They-
he's
they
a
went
good
out of their way to
player.
get,
He's a solid player, but I don't think they
He's
need
not the
more than
answer.
just him. Yeah.
Well, that's why they traded for the guy in the Bengals, the end. What was his name? Shit.
Carlos Dunlap.
Yeah, they traded for Carlos
Yeah.
Dunlap, and then he played okay, but he wasn't the answer. If they could get J.J. Watt,
It
That
just
would
sucks
be-
that'd make
because
a difference.
you look
But
at
they
that-
still need an offensive line. It
Look
doesn't
at
matter.
the
at the end of
division
the
that
day.
they're playing in, though. People always underrate that. You got Seattle, San Francisco, the Rams, and the Cardinals. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm not going to say it's comparable
In 2
to the
years,
AFC
I
North,
put
but
it
it's
right next to the AFC North. 'Cause
Yeah.
Who else is?
Name
what
another
other-
division that's better than those two.
There probably isn't
The-
one. Well,
yeah.
Chargers,
The AFC
Chiefs,
West. The AFC West is solid because the Raiders are on the bubble a lot of the times. You
Dude,
can
the
look
Chargers
at
are
the
gonna
past
be really
Broncos
good.
team. Yeah, Herbert's
then-
amazing.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know though. I would not want to lose Russell Wilson because once you do that with that
You're
division,
not a contender anymore.
nope. Especially with Jimmy G coming back, the 49ers are statistically a better football team when Jimmy G is
Well,
their
no shit.
quarterback. I mean, but their defense is so good.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
statistically.
Well, okay, easy.
No, I get it. No, you're right. It's like, dude, but I wouldn't. I don't know. Jimmy G is not who I would like to be my franchise quarterback.
No, I've seen a lot of talk about Jimmy G, and everyone's saying like, well, you can't deny the fact that when he started a full season, he had 101 quarterback rating and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, well, you also can't deny the fact that when he played in the Super Bowl, he was very underwhelming.
But that was a better team.
Yes.
Than they have now. I'm saying
that 49ers.
That 49ers team.
Yeah, they're not any better than they were then.
Right.
So how good is he gonna be?
Yeah.
They still don't have receivers either. They only
back
have George
in the
Kittle.
Back in the day, the 49ers were in the Super Bowl with
Every
Alex
year.
Smith and Kaepernick. Those are two guys. I mean,
I think Alex Smith is better than Jimmy G was. Or Alex Smith then
Facts.
is better than Jimmy G is now.
Facts.
I'm
not gonna say Alex Smith with one leg is better than Jimmy G.
But
though.
look at what the team was, dude. That was Frank Gore. That
Yeah.
was Crabtree. I mean, dude, like Crabtree was. I know Sherman thinks he's a sorry receiver, but like he had good, like I don't know
good pieces around him.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just
really
a solid
good
team all
pieces.
around.
And they made that Super Bowl against the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was a decent football team. Yeah. That Ravens defense, though.
You know what the moral of the story
battle of mediocre quarterbacks.
Yes.
You know what the moral of that story is?
Huh.
It sucks to be Alex Smith.
Yeah, it does.
He went from a Super Bowl team with the 49ers and
to
got
build a
traded
Super Bowl team with Andy Reid.
Yeah, with Andy Reid and the Chiefs.
And then
to
gets
get traded to
traded
the Washington Redskins and breaks his leg. And then makes the playoffs to follow. And now he's going to be... They don't even want him there. He literally came out and said that. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
He's like, yeah, they didn't want me to come back after I recovered.
I mean, it's a huge liability.
Yeah.
Well, there's that, and they probably...
Dude, his wife didn't even want him to go back to it.
They probably really didn't even want to make the playoffs, honestly. They were probably hoping for another good draft pick.
I don't know, man.
Dude,
Doug Peterson handed him that playoff opportunity.
Every team should want to get in the playoffs.
If I'm a fan, too, I'd expect that from my franchise.
Look, it's one thing if you're like the Jags or the Jets, and if we mess this game up, we get the quarterback of the century.
But look what happened
franchise.
with the Jets when they did that, dude. They were under investigation.
Oh, dude. I think Greg Williams is just an idiot. I'll be 100% honest.
You really are going to blame it on him being an idiot? I know
Do you see his hair?
I don't know. That Raiders game... that Raiders game was bad. No coach is that bad.
Why are you blitzing? Why?
Why are you... Cover zero. Fucking send the house.
Send the house.
That's me and Madden, one of them already up 3 touchdowns.
Do you remember when he sent the house against Denver and Jabril Peppers got that stop?
Jabril Peppers when he was back like a quarter of the field?
Oh, yeah. When he plays 25 yards deep every play. Not even.
Now we just play all of our corners 25 yards deep.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's going to work if you get J.J. Watt or a top-tier defensive end in the draft. Yeah.
Or some linebackers.
Or some linebackers.
That can cover
anybody.
Take away the short pass.
Or if Denzel Ward isn't hurt.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Back to Russell Wilson joining the Saints, if that's possible. I mean, one, you're going to have to trade for him. What are you willing... If you're the Saints, what are you willing to give?
How many years left on his contract?
I don't know.
You want me to look it up?
Yeah, look it up.
The only thing is I don't see the Saints making a move because Jameis Winston, with the right coaching, I think could be a serviceable quarterback. Obviously, he's not going to be Russell Wilson. Don't get me wrong. But I think he could be good enough that team will be at least a playoff team and maybe a contender with the right pieces around him.
Even with the Bucs in their division? That's what sucks.
Who did you say would be a decent quarterback?
Jameis Winston.
Interception Winston? He throws so many picks, dude. I would not trust
because
that.
Bruce Arians goes, let it fly every play. That's literally what they do. Even Tom Brady threw a lot of picks this year, especially at the beginning of the year when he was still learning the system. Jameis Winston he doesn't have the right coaching, I don't think. I think he could be good. He's got an arm. He's accurate.
He needs to eat more W's.
Yeah, and crab legs.
And crab legs.
I don't think there's enough crab legs in New Orleans for him.
I know. It was from a Publix, too. Like, that's as greasy as it
And
gets.
you know what? I think they just need to move Russ's Kitchen over to New Orleans.
Oh, man.
So Russ has he's locked up this year, and he's got a team option the following 2 years.
So that's kind of like, I mean, that's good. So what are you giving? Are you giving a pick? What are you giving if you're the Saints? Do they have any extra draft picks this year?
I don't think so. The only teams that have extra picks are the Jets and the Jags, I think.
Miami.
In Miami, yeah. There's very few teams that have extra picks.
Is it Miami pick from the Steelers?
Man. No, that was from Houston. pretty sure it was Houston's
talking about
pick.
from Minka.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the third overall pick that
No,
they have.
no. I'm saying their extra pick.
It's probably from the Steelers, yeah.
I'm just.
I think the Steelers have a pick from someone else, because I think they still have a first-round pick.
Dude.
I think that's a good point though about the Steelers though. Look at their drafting and how they're gonna have to do things this year. You got Big Ben coming back, right?
You're losing Juju though.
I know,
There's
but
no way Juju's coming back.
I think the quarterback situation's even worse than Juju. I don't think Juju's their biggest worry.
Yeah, they're in quarterback hell is what they call it.
Honestly, they got
It's
plenty
terrible.
of receivers too. They don't really need Juju, I don't think.
Well, they're good enough
Juju
where
has
they're
not been
making the
good since
playoffs.
Antonio Brown
When
left.
you have, you know why? Because your best receiver
Yeah, it's your
is
number
a
one
guy
and your
they
number
shut
two.
down, and
Yeah.
number 2 looks great.
I mean, it happens with the Browns.
It happens to every team.
But do you really think that Juju's going to go somewhere else and be like a 1,300-yard receiver?
Where's somewhere else with a team with a decent quarterback and a decent wide receiver? Yes,
Buffalo.
I don't think he will.
Buffalo.
If he goes to Buffalo, he puts
okay.
up 12.
Oh my
Okay, well, yeah, that's
gosh.
different.
100%.
That would be insane.
How is that different?
Because
He
they
is-
throw the ball 46 times a game, and they got
It's
Diggs
not
on the other
even-
side. He's going to be the 2
Exactly.
receiver.
If you have Diggs on the other side,
I'm
then
saying, where would he go and be a number 1 receiver and put up 1,200 yards? I don't think anywhere.
the Browns.
No.
the
Number
Bills.
one receiver?
You don't think Juju would be the number 1 in the Browns
No.
over OBJ?
Actually,
No, not over
Baker
Landry.
Baker played with Juju in college. I think he probably would be here. I think Baker would have a lot of faith in
Juju
Juju.
and Landry. Okay, are you saying catches or
Dude,
yards?
actually,
You'd probably
wait,
have less
wait,
catches
wait,
but
wait,
more
wait,
yards.
More yards, yeah.
Wait,
You'd have- yeah.
let's talk about that.
Okay.
Would Juju come to the Browns because he has history with Baker?
Dude, the Browns is the
No.
Browns.
No, he would not come to the. He would not.
No,
come to the
he
Browns.
would. No.
I don't think. No, it'd be weird because he wouldn't want to see the Steelers twice a year after he leaves. I don't think
He
he'd
wouldn't
go
want
from
to destroy
AFC
them?
North.
Honestly, if he went to any team in the division, I think he would go to the Bengals to play with
mean-
Joe Burrow.
Dude, Joe Burrow.
I don't
Get
know.
that
I
man
hope
a
he-
cigar, man.
I
It's
hope
all
he-
over.
I hope he heals up right. I really do.
I'm just scared of when he does.
Generational talent, I think.
He's going to be really good.
Well, if they can get an offensive line in front of him, maybe. But
They
if
have
can't-
they have all this year. He'll probably end up sitting. He'll probably end up sitting this year. I don't think they'll play him this year.
They should have done that last year. I have no idea. This is the same thing with Jacksonville. If you go out, you get your number 1 guy, you put him out there, and your line can't stop anybody. You're just getting destroyed every week. Why do that?
Yeah.
Oh, it ruins his confidence. I'd rather his confidence be ruined than his ankle or his knee or whatever.
I even think that getting injured ruins your confidence.
Right.
Yeah.
You look
Oh,
at
for
Carson
more
Wentz.
more so than staying on the bench.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just feel like somewhere where Juju needs to go is a team where he can be the number 2 again. He doesn't
Juju
need to
is-
be the number 1.
Well, he's gonna want the money, dude. I don't see him.
I don't think he's worth it.
Well, I know. I'm not gonna say he's not worth it, but I'm saying he's gonna want to go to a team that if the Bears get rid of Allen Robinson, what if they get Juju?
That would be a
instead?
good fit, actually.
Yeah, but it'd be a downgrade in my opinion.
If
Yeah,
you put him
it is.
across from
Yeah,
Allen
I agree.
Robinson, I think it's possible,
Yeah,
but
you
their
can't
cap.
you can't have both of them.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think.
can't. Not with the cap.
Juju's
You're
gonna want too much.
You're gonna be spending like.
Well, the salary tag or the franchise tag for wide receiver for Allen Robinson, I think it said was $7.9 million. So it's not that
It's not
much.
terrible.
No,
But
but they're gonna have to pay Juju probably $10 million a year.
What if a team went out of their way to pay him the money and then went out of their way to get Chris Godwin on that same team? Chris Godwin says he doesn't want to put himself in a bad situation,
yeah,
but he
wants
also
to go
wants
back
to get paid.
Contender.
Yeah,
He wants
that's
to go to
he
contender.
does, but he wants money. He needs enough money to stay.
They wouldn't be able to sign both of them, I don't think.
No, well, I'm not saying in Tampa. I'm saying
Well, no,
any team,
no,
like
I'm saying
Jacksonville.
I don't think one team would be able to sign both Godwin and Juju. And I think Godwin has a better chance of getting a decent contract with a good team than Juju does. I think Godwin's a better receiver.
I don't think either, though, that back to Russell Wilson, that Russell Wilson could be a contender with Dallas. I just don't. I mean, you'll win the division, but
They don't have a defense.
yeah.
Dude, that.
And it just
they're
sucks. Like,
locked
what
up
are
in
you
so
going to
much
do with
money on the
Dak?
defensive end.
Is Dak a free agent?
Depends on if they franchise tag him.
Which they don't know what they're going to do yet, and especially when Russell Wilson says, "Well, I wouldn't mind playing for the Cowboys." That
You
Jerry
let-
Jones' head just got 10 times bigger.
No, dude.
Yeah.
You let him go. You suck for a year and you draft somebody.
I'm sorry, but last year would have been the year to suck and draft somebody.
Yes, but also,
Look at Atlanta,
Dude.
man. I don't know what they're
no,
doing.
dude. If you're the Cowboys, you get Ben DiNucci back, slinging rockets all across the field. I mean, now that's peak entertainment. Chris Collinsworth laughing at a quarterback was one of the highlights of the NFL this year.
Was
I
Chris
think.
Collinsworth the one that did the Super Bowl too?
No, it was
who did the
Nance
Super
and Romo.
Who was the one that was commentating when the streaker was on the field? It wasn't Romo. And I
That
don't
was
think it was
you
Nance.
probably listened to Kevin Harlan. He was on the radio.
Oh, that is what I heard. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching that. That's the best play-by-play calling I've ever
Oh, yeah.
heard of anything. It was
Oh, for
hilarious.
Kevin Harlan is one of the best broadcasters of all time, in my opinion. I'll put him up there with the best.
Al Michaels.
No, Pink Eye.
What did he do in the hotel room?
No, that was Marv Albert.
Oh, okay.
He bit some girl.
Yeah,
It was
weird. That was a weird situation.
Yes, I'm gonna bite you. I can't do Marv that good, but LeBron James for 3 for the win. Yes.
So, Russell Wilson, final prediction. Where do you think he's going to go?
I say he stays with the Seahawks. I don't think he moves.
He's not leaving.
I think so. We all agree that he's probably going to stay with the Seahawks.
He's going to stay. They're going to make some moves. They're going to have to.
I think they're going to have to sign offensive linemen.
Right.
Sign Tyler Lockett back to another contract because I think his contract's up. And they're going to have to do something with the defense because that defense is horrible.
I just think it's so weird that they were talking. Remember that rumor they had going around that the Browns were going to trade Baker, the first-round pick, for Russell Wilson? The fact that they were even entertaining that idea in their head about Russell Wilson kind of, yeah. It makes me want to say that maybe there's a chance he'll leave.
Down with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's just getting older.
He's 32.
But he's still an MVP
31.
candidate. He's still in the talks for the first half of the season every year.
That's true.
He might be the most mobile yet not hurt quarterback of all time. Who else moves around in the pocket like
Dude,
that?
because he avoids every hit.
Right. That's
it's because he's a baseball player too. The way he slides, that's why everyone likes Kyler Murray as a mobile quarterback. Because he's kind of the same way. He just doesn't take hits even though he's mobile.
Right.
Which is hard to find a quarterback.
He's good
like
at
that.
sliding too.
That's the thing. Ben Roethlisberger was really mobile. Took a lot of hits. I don't know.
He was mobile enough.
He's shifty.
Dude,
I wouldn't say he's mobile.
That's
a little generous.
He wasn't. He's obviously he's not the greatest footwork of all time, but he's good at staying up whenever he's in the pocket and getting grabbed at. Not anymore because he
the shoulders
weighs like 500 pounds and eats a burger every pregame, which is nice.